Alright, I'm going to talk about the shield physics because a couple nights ago I fought a bloody legend. He had the large knobby cannabo, whatever that's called, in game, but he didn't do too well with it, being a bloody legend, and I almost beat him in the first round before he rage quitted. So, if I read between the lines, I can assume that he achieved his rank with the archer shield and a sickle, and he didn't know how to use that thing. So let's talk about those physics. Let's go to practice. In editor, I'm gonna overlay some drawings on this, but let's check out how far Ugly Baby is holding this shield out. And most of the time, I'm sure there's some exceptions, but most of the time, when you got like a tower shield or a shield this large, it's going to be braced to your forearm. You're not going to be extending your entire arm and like monkey fisting one little handle as it appears right here. So in reality, the furthest Ugly Baby can hold this shield from himself and have have the most protection would be right about here. I gotta imagine the drawings, dude. I can't see him right now, but he can only hold that shield elbow length, and like obviously because it's asymmetric, not asymmetric, it's a isometric image. You're not looking at the edge of the shield like a coin. You're almost looking at the face of it. So in order for that to work like an actual shield, it would have to be bladed to the forearm. Like if Ugly Baby stretched his forearm straight forward, that would be bladed onto the forearm, and the edge would be facing the dummy there. So, shit, where was I going with this? But that also extends that effective blocking range all the way at the what would be the left edge of that shield there, which is ridiculous. There's no way you would be able to hold a shield like this far away from your body. There's no way you would hold a shield like this far above your head. Just human anatomy doesn't work that way. And like even if you had a shield this size with one handle that you just hold with your fist, that's a lot of stress on your wrist. And that's a lot of weight distribution. You definitely wouldn't be able to move this shield, or that would be insane. Just the wind resistance alone would turn that shield into a kite swinging around like that. And the wrist strength controlling all that weight flying around, and holding a shield with one hand and somebody striking it with large melee weapons like pole arms and battle axes and war hammers and cannibos. Your wrist is not going to be holding on to that shield forever. It's going to get weak. That's going to be a lot of impact, especially with like askew blows that tip or tilt the shield a certain way. It's just that's not how that works. So I think it's a good thing. Shields got nerfed a little bit. I haven't seen any archer shields in random matches, so that kind of gives me a hint that people are abandoning that meta because it doesn't work anymore. So see, the way the game physics work is you only have a two-dimensional vertical plane of attacks. So a large, tall tower shield like this, you can only go over, or you can go under, or you can go through. So you can't go around. So it is like some crazy meta. Let me go ahead and splice in another point while I'm editing here. Going under, like thrusting with a two-handed weapon, seem in real life would have a lot of kinetic force and be very powerful. But the nature of this game, thrusting with a two-handed weapon requires a lot more room, and it's not nearly as powerful as it would be. It wouldn't have the same kinetic force on tip as it would in real life. So it's almost pointless to waste your time thrusting with a two-handed weapon. So it's a lot easier to go overhand. So when somebody has their shield cocked at a 45-ish degree angle like this, it was just, it's awful for two-handed wielders if they can't get rid of that shield. And it's like fighting a front end loader. Some crazy meta, and in order for the gameplay to actually work, you gotta nerf shields a little bit and allow weapons to go through the shield and delete the shield. Because, just with the biomechanical physics of holding a shield like this, if you couple that with like actual realistic shield resilience, it's just gonna make the game awful, and just it's just gonna ruin the gameplay like it has for like the past year before this update. So that's my 2 cents on the deal. Anyway, I think that's all I had to say. That's all I had to say about that. All I had to say about Bloody Bastards and that doesn't even sound like Forrest Gump. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I can't do Forrest Gump anymore. Anyway, peace out. Have fun. Don't die. Fuck you, dummy.